Hey guys, I apologize for any background noise that you hear. It is extremely windy today in Kansas, and I obviously have to film right next to windows because of natural lighting purposes. But today I am bringing you a non-makeup related video, a non-beauty related video, at least on, the outside and stuff. I haven't made a video in about 3 weeks, so forgive me if I'm a touch rusty. This video might wind up being really heavily edited because I literally I don't even know, it's been a while. Over the last 3 or so weeks, maybe closer to a month, my subscriber base has really skyrocketed. And I know that that is partially due to the fact that I put out a video very recently on body confidence and being fat. And I will make sure to link that down below and also at the end of this video, so if you have not seen it, you can go and watch it. And I just wanted to take a moment and just say, like, literally from the bottom of my freaking heart, thank you so much to everyone who has watched that video and has left such amazing words, to those of you who have sent me emails and you've messaged me your photos on Instagram. I know I haven't gotten back to a lot of you, but I just had such an overwhelming response from that video, and some of you might be totally rolling your eyes, but it's a huge response for me anyways. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about stuff like that. I'm not wearing makeup, partially because after this I'm filming like a no makeup beauty tips kind of video, but also because 99% of the time this is what I look like. I really enjoy makeup. It's a huge part of my personality and who I am. I love experimenting with it. I love doing different looks for you guys and also just for myself, but honestly, on the daily, this is me. So I just wanted to talk to you like this. I don't know why, maybe it's a little bit over dramatic, but I don't know. To me, it made sense. I mostly wanted to talk about today something I hear a lot, and I've always heard, I mean, my entire life people have said this to me, except when I was like in my really awkward phase when I was like 8 to 13, when I had a really ugly bowl cut and I was just not an attractive tween. My entire life I've been heavier, aside from a couple very difficult months that I'm not ready to talk about. I've always been heavier. I've always been really active though, and I ran cross country and in high school, and I was very active, and despite all of that, I've just always been bigger, like I said. But one thing I've heard, no matter what I was doing with my life, no matter what I weighed aside from the few months where I wasn't heavy, people have always said to me, "You are so pretty for a big girl or a fat girl," or they'll say, "Your face is so pretty." They won't tell me I'm pretty, but they will compliment my face. You know, I've kind of heard that over the years, and originally I was like, oh yeah, thanks, whatever, and I still take it and I still say thank you, because sometimes I really don't think that people know what they're saying. But I think that that is the most horrible compliment that someone could give, and it almost hurts me worse than telling me that I'm ugly, because you're not saying that I'm pretty, you're saying my face is pretty. And to disassociate my face with me, disconnecting my body from my face and saying your face is pretty, again, you're not calling me pretty, you're saying that I have a nice face. And sometimes that really is meant to be a compliment, and I try not to take it too harshly, especially if it is an older person saying it, or if, I've known the person forever and I know that they're not trying to be rude about it. And I don't think that most people are, but I think that it really does show. It shows this weird twisted vision now that we have of beauty, that my face can be pretty, but if you look at me as a person, I'm not. So that is kind of just what I wanted to talk about today, because I'm sure some of you have heard that too, that you have a pretty face, or that you're pretty for a fat girl or a big girl or a skinny girl or whatever you are. It always gets to me really badly, and it's not even just that comment. It's when people literally say the weirdest things to me, like I can't achieve certain things or have certain things because I'm bigger. I keep trying to figure out how to say this without coming across as really braggy or sounding like I'm boasting or something. So hear me out for a second. But one of the ones that really gets me is when people tell me that they can't believe that I got a guy like Tyler, not because Tyler is a nice guy or because like he's literally Prince Charming in like this little, I don't know, 5'7" package. but because he's an incredibly attractive person physically. And I'm not saying that again to brag, or I'm not saying it to like boost him up, but like if you look at him, he's a physically attractive guy. He's got like an 8-pack. He's, you know, he's very attractive physically. And a lot of people think that. I really do hope you guys kind of understand where I'm coming from in that aspect, because I don't know, I don't want that to come across as differently than I mean it, but that gets me every single time. It's just this idea that I'm nothing more than a pretty face or a nice person, because despite my pretty face and my nice personality, I am still fat. I'm still big. And I'm not sitting here saying like just, you know, bigger girls get this statement or comment or whatever. I mean, people will probably say to a rail thin girl, you're really pretty for being so skinny or something like that. And it's, I've even heard it, I don't want to get too crazy here, but I've even heard it over race. And I really don't want to get into that, but I have heard like the most awkward, I've like read my friends' comments, and this one girl told one of my friends she was pretty for a black girl, and I just about wanted to slap somebody. So it's not just like big girls or small girls, it can be anyone at all. When you're kind of described as being nothing more than a face or the top of the food chain of something that people view so negatively, it's like looking at a rotten bunch of apples and finding one that looks maybe kind of edible and saying, well, that's great for a rotten apple. Do you know what I mean? It just, the entire phrase gets to me, and I feel like a lot of people don't mean it in such a in a rude way, because I don't think that a lot of people mean to be rude. And when people say it on YouTube, I usually just let it roll off my back, that they just, you know, they don't understand what they're saying. And I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments how you feel about that statement, if you've ever gotten that statement or a compliment kind of like that. I would really love to hear your stories and stuff. And if you are someone who has left this compliment, I am not yelling at you. I'm not like snapping at you or saying you're a rotten human being. I just really want to shed some light on it. Does that make sense? On kind of the whole thing and how you're making someone else feel. So yeah, I hope that this wasn't too terribly rambly. I feel like it might have been, and it took me a couple times to really get down what I wanted to say. But let's go ahead and chit chat in the comment section below. And I've been really bad about responding to comments here recently, and I'm really sorry. I've been so busy. I've been traveling like crazy, and it just never ends for me. I love it, but it's also kind of a curse. But I really would love to talk to you guys. And for those of you, again, just one more quick time, that have sent me emails and messages and who have literally had me in bed at like 3 in the morning crying my eyes out because you say these things that just like my entire heart just like it beats for you. It's crazy what you guys have done for me and how much you just make me feel like this is what I meant to do, and like I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. You make me so happy. I am so grateful for you. And if I don't respond to you, please don't think that, you know, it's because I didn't like your message or because I'm all high and mighty. It's literally because I've been so freaking busy. So I love you girls so much, and thank you again for watching this video, and until my next one, I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye.